Hey everybody! So you may have noticed that I didn't upload a monthly gaming retro last month. I had a busy October with a work trip and work in general heating up as the year comes to a close. I figured it wasn't worth making another video just saying I played Dead by Daylight and Honkai Star Rail again, so here's the latest. Games I played recently, October and November edition. At the end of October, I started playing Ark: Survival Ascended. For those that don't know, it's a remaster of Ark: Survival Evolved, redone in Unreal Engine 5. I usually stay away from early access games, but a friend of mine, who has a ton of hours played in the original, had been talking about Ark and it made me interested in checking it out. He also told me that they were remastering all of the content from Survival Evolved, so I figured it was worth picking up the remaster now rather than the original. I immediately got pulled in, more so than I was originally anticipating. I've played and enjoyed survival games in the past, but I think the added layer of taming animals and figuring out what they all can do really kept me going beyond building a stable camp. Having not been familiar with Ark, I've been consistently impressed with just how much detail there is in the environment and even in the ocean around the island. I've got about 100 hours played already, and I can only anticipate it going up as more content is released in the future. I also played a charming little game called Word Factori. The premise is building words through various chains of factories that modify a capital letter I to build other letters. It's a pretty cute and interesting game with a ton of replay value, as the only limiting factor is the number of words in the English language. It's a game I'll pull up now and then to kill some time building chains for new words, or to see if I can further optimize words I've completed in the past. It's only a few dollars on Steam, so I'd say it's worth checking out if you're interested. It's certainly an interesting combination of word puzzle and assembly line game concepts. I also spent a decent amount of time playing backpack battles because I've been seeing it pop up a lot around the internet. Right now it's on Steam as a demo, but it's a demo with working ranked and unranked modes with 2 of the planned launch characters. It's a game that mixes backpack management with auto-battling with the goal of getting 10 wins against other players. It was fun for a bit, and I might come back to it when the game fully launches, but after a few hours, I was starting to get bored. I'm curious to see how the game changes when more characters and potentially more items are added, so I'll keep an eye on it. I also played a game called Wedding Witch because... Appearances aside, it's actually a competent endless wave game like Vampire Survivors and Halls of Torment. There's also not any sexual content or nudity in the game despite the tags on Steam, but there's definitely some lewd art, and that art is what made me decide to check it out at 3 o'clock in the morning. It's not a super deep game, but it is another cheap game that's fun to just open and kill some time here and there. Other than Ark, my other large time commitment has been Cyberpunk 2077, specifically on PC now that Phantom Liberty has been released. Luckily, when I started playing Cyberpunk again earlier this year, I didn't get too far, so I had no problem starting over again on PC to check out the 2.0 patch and Phantom Liberty. I haven't gotten to the Phantom Liberty content just yet, but playing through the game again has been solidifying that Cyberpunk 2077 is one of my favorite games, even before the 2.0 update. I often find myself thinking about Night City and the possibilities of stories that can be told within it, and have been told with things like Edge Runners on Netflix. It really did get a bad rap when it first launched, even if it was fully deserved, but it's really cool to see a game that I did enjoy at release finally get to the point it should have been. And that's it for games I played in October and November. It hasn't gotten cold just yet where I live, but I am getting ready for my annual replay of Bloodborne when it finally does. I probably won't record any of it as it's more of an annual tradition for me, but let me know any games you'd be interested in seeing me check out in the future. Thanks for watching, take care, and remember, keep having fun.